name is Lonnie Woods, and I'm the founder and CEO of RoadKing Shocks. I've been doing ride control development for over 40 years. For those of you that want to know why RoadKing shocks are better than standard replacement shocks or OEM shocks, that's what I'm here to try and explain to you today, is why they are better. Standard replacement shock absorbers typically are a very small bore shock absorber that this technology has been around for about 60 years, and you'll find some of these replacement shock absorbers are the same size shocks that you'd find on a Ford pickup truck or Chevrolet pickup truck. And as you can see, the difference in the bore size here between these two shock absorbers, this product here will produce 800 to 900 pounds of force maximum, where this RoadKing shock absorber will produce up to 4,000 pounds of force. Shock absorbers control all the suspension motions of a vehicle, and without them, the vehicle would just oscillate back and forth going down the road. And the shock absorber is basically looking at two different speeds of motion. One is body motion control, cornering, roads that have just roly-poly undulations in them. And what we're trying to do here with this technology is, instead of allowing the vehicle to continually oscillate, we're trying to get it to oscillate just one time and come up and stop and go on to the next event in the highway. The other thing we're controlling is what we call wheel control. And this is when you're hitting potholes and bridge abutments and high-speed issues that the axles are jumping. And you don't want the axles jumping, and I'll show you in a little bit what the result of that type of behavior is in a vehicle suspension. Keeping the tire connected to the road surface allows the tires to wear much longer, and the ride is much, much better. Improved ride control. Ride is something that we all need a better ride. When you're in a truck 8-9 hours a day, if that truck is bobbling and weaving, making all types of motions, the driver has to try and predict, okay, and stay ahead of all this activity that's going on, especially if there's a situation where the road is rough. Stability. Stability is keeping the truck stable, and you want the truck stable so that it's not darting or moving, or when another truck passes you at high speed, it's rolling over, and all these actions happen quickly, and therefore the driver again has to be on top of this, and it makes the day longer. At the end of the day, you're more tired than if the truck is stable. You can predict how it's going to behave, and it's much easier on the driver. Safety. Safety by slowing down these motions of the vehicle, body motions, as well as wheel control motions. If a box falls out of a truck in front of you, it's a dangerous situation. If you have to swerve and make lane changes with an 18-wheeler fully loaded, things can happen very, very quickly trying to keep control of the vehicle. So slowing down these motions help the driver be able to better control the vehicle, because he can think a little bit ahead of what's happening, rather than work from behind when things are happening so fast. He's just trying to catch up. So that's the kind of technology that we're presenting here and offering to the truck owner as a means by which the truck is going to be much better riding, it's going to have much better stability, and it's going to be safer in a situation where you don't want things happening faster than you can deal with them. Tires and fuel economy are the two biggest items of expense that a trucker has, and we wanted to spend a few minutes here. I'd like to introduce Will Harless. He's our sales tech. He handles most of the dealers and distributors, and would like to talk to you and show you this kind of tire wear that we're talking about.
This is basically what exactly you don't want your tire to look like on your truck. You get this outside wear pattern and cupping to your tire when not having adequate dampening force for your vehicle, whether it's a Class 8 vehicle all the way down to a smaller vehicle. But with the tire prices topping outward of $500–600, this is not what you want your tire to look like. You got half tread over here and no tread left over here, and this is due to, you know, not having your suspension where it should be and stopping the oscillation of the springs going down the road. This is a quality tire. It's a Michelin. You can see it's on one side of it's got half its life. On the other side there is basically nothing left to the tire here. It takes thousands of pounds of force to adequately dampen these semi-suspension, and the OE shocks are barely putting it to them with about 900 pounds of force. With the RoadKing shocks, you got the adequate force to keep these tires glued down and keep this from happening to your tires. Because you don't want your tires to look like this. You got 50% tread, nothing over here. This means this tire ran about half its lifespan, and it's giving vibrations and wearing the truck out even faster being in this kind of condition.
So Will is just showing you a typical example of a tire that has worn unevenly. When you get this cupping, that generally is a dead-on signal that the shock absorbers are not working anymore, and that tire is just skipping along down the road. And uneven tire wear translates directly to fuel economy. If these tires are scrubbing and doing these kinds of things, it's scrubbing off fuel mileage. And of course, the other thing that's important is if you can increase your tires wear by 30% or more by putting a big bore RoadKing shock on there, it really adds up in savings. So we hope you can contact us soon here. We have sales techs that would love to talk to you about this technology and how it affects the life of your truck, your tires, and your fuel economy. Thank you.
Click the link below to visit our website. Also check us out on Facebook. We have lots of information, testimonials out there.